Welcome to Nostalgiaverse. Today, we're traveling back to 2002 to revisit one of the most recognizable crime dramas in television history. CSI, Miami. For 10 seasons, the show brought us murder investigations, forensic science, Miami's beautiful locations, and, of course, one of television's most recognizable detectives, Horatio Caine, with his sunglasses, his calm voice, and those unforgettable one-liners. David Caruso turned Horatio into a character that became part of television history. The series ran for 10 seasons and 232 episodes, ending in 2012. But now, 24 years after the series premiered, where are the stars in 2026? What happened to David Caruso after leaving television? And what became of the rest of the Miami team? Let's take a look, then, and now. Let's begin with the man at the center of everything. David Caruso. He played Lieutenant Horatio Caine, the leader of the Miami-Dade crime lab. Horatio was calm, intelligent, protective of his team, and almost impossibly composed under pressure. But one thing made him especially famous. Those sunglasses. Almost every episode seemed to have that unforgettable moment. Horatio would put on his sunglasses, say a dramatic line, and the camera would cut to the opening theme. It became one of the show's most recognizable trademarks. Caruso had already achieved fame before CSI, Miami. He was known for NYPD Blue and had also appeared in films. But CSI, Miami became his defining television role. Caruso appeared in all 232 episodes of the original series. After the show ended, he largely stepped away from acting in the Hollywood spotlight. Unlike many former television stars, Caruso has maintained a very private life. So, what happened to David Caruso? The answer is actually quite simple. After more than a decade as Horatio Caine, he chose to leave acting behind. Born in 1956, David Caruso is 70 years old in 2026. And even though he no longer appears regularly on television, one thing is certain: millions of fans still remember him as Horatio. Next, Emily Procter. She played Calais Duquesne, one of Horatio's most trusted investigators. Calais was intelligent, calm, and especially skilled with firearms and ballistics. She became one of the most important members of the Miami team. After CSI, Miami ended, Procter continued acting, although she became more selective about her projects. She also focused more attention on her personal life and family. Born in 1968, Emily Procter is 57 years old in 2026. For longtime fans, she will always be Calais, the forensic expert who could examine a crime scene and notice details everyone else had missed. Now, Adam Rodriguez. He played Eric Delco, one of the show's most popular characters. Delco was athletic, passionate, and sometimes impulsive, but he was also deeply loyal to his colleagues. After CSI, Miami, Rodriguez continued building a successful television career. He became especially known for playing Luke Alves on Criminal Minds. He also appeared in movies and other television productions. So while fans may remember him as Delco, his career continued well beyond Miami. Born in 1975, Adam Rodriguez is 51 years old in 2026. And he remains active in entertainment. Next, Khandi Alexander. She played Dr. Alex Woods, the team's medical examiner. Alex had a unique way of dealing with victims. She often spoke to the bodies on her examination table, treating them as people rather than simply evidence. Her compassion gave the character an emotional quality that separated her from many television forensic characters. Alexander left the main cast during the show's 6th season, but continued working extensively in television. She later appeared in acclaimed productions including Treme and Scandal. Born in 1957, Khandi Alexander is 69 years old in 2026. Now, Jonathan Togo. He joined the series as Ryan Wolf, a younger CSI investigator who eventually became an important part of Horatio's team. Ryan was intelligent, determined, and sometimes struggled with his own mistakes. After CSI, Miami, Togo continued working in television and film. He appeared in various projects and remained active as an actor. Born in 1977, Jonathan Togo is 49 years old in 2026. And for fans of the show, Ryan Wolf remains one of the memorable later additions to the team. Next, Rex Linn. He played Frank Tripp, a veteran detective who frequently worked alongside the CSI team. Tripp brought a different energy to the show. He wasn't the forensic scientist. He was the experienced police detective, the man who understood the streets. Linn continued acting extensively after CSI, Miami. He appeared in numerous television series and films, and became a familiar face across Hollywood. Born in 1956, Rex Linn is 70 years old in 2026. His career has continued across television, movies, and voice work. Now, Eva LaRue. She played Natalia Boavista, a character who brought plenty of drama to the Miami team. Natalia eventually became an important CSI investigator, but her character also had complicated secrets and storylines. After CSI, Miami, LaRue continued working in television. She became especially known for returning to All My Children and appearing in other television productions. Born in 1966, Eva LaRue is 59 years old in 2026. Next, Omar Benson Miller. He played Walter Simmons, an art theft specialist who joined the Miami team. Walter was intelligent, friendly, and often brought a lighter energy to the group. Miller continued acting after CSI, Miami. He appeared in films and television productions, and built a career that extended well beyond the crime drama. Born in 1978, Omar Benson Miller is 48 years old in 2026. Now, one of the original team members, Rory Cochrane. He played Tim Speedle, one of Horatio's original investigators. Speedle was talented, but sometimes careless, and his story ended tragically. His death became one of the major turning points in the series. After leaving CSI, Miami, Cochrane continued acting in film and television. He appeared in projects including Argo and other major productions. Born in 1972, Rory Cochrane is 54 years old in 2026. And for longtime viewers, Speedle remains one of the characters they still remember. So, let's come back to the question many fans ask. What happened to David Caruso? Unlike some of his former co-stars, Caruso did not continue chasing major television roles after CSI, Miami. Instead, he largely retired from acting. He has kept a much lower public profile, and hasn't attempted to recreate the fame he had as Horatio Kane. That makes his story especially interesting. For 10 years, he was one of the most recognizable faces on television. Every week, millions of viewers watched him investigate crimes in Miami. Then, the series ended, and he quietly stepped away. Today, when fans search for David Caruso, they're often surprised by how little he appears in the entertainment spotlight. But perhaps, that's exactly how he wanted it. 24 years after the show premiered, CSI, Miami remains incredibly recognizable. The series created its own unique style. Bright Miami locations, fast-paced investigations, scientific evidence, and Horatio's unmistakable sunglasses. The cast also became a major part of television history. David Caruso, Emily Procter, Adam Rodriguez, Khandi Alexander, Jonathan Togo, Rex Linn, Eva LaRue, and Omar Miller all helped create the Miami team fans came to know. And even years after the finale, the show continues to attract viewers. In fact, the CSI universe has remained alive through new projects, including The Real CSI, Miami, which premiered in 2024. But for many fans, nothing will ever replace the original. Because when Horatio reaches for those sunglasses, the music starts, and the camera moves in, you instantly know, you're back in Miami, and after 24 years. That's something fans still haven't forgotten.